What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today, y'all, in a game that had to be like one of the most boring games to watch in the world, Washington falls to the Phildelhpia Eagles 26-18 in a game where the Eagles just said, we're just going to run the ball on you. That's all we're going to do. I mean, all the fear of thinking that, A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith or Jahan Dotson were going to be factors in this game. They pretty much did nothing in this game, really. A.J. Brown had a couple catches, maybe 3 catches. Devonta Smith had a few catches, but it was Saquon Barkley. It was just them running the ball on us the whole game. What better way to feel demoralized as a defense than to see a team just say, we're not going to do anything else on you but run the ball. And a lot of things was confirmed in this game. We found out that Jaden Daniels is, in fact, he is hurt. That his ribs is still bothering him. And he says that it's not affecting his throwing, but it clearly is affecting how he throws the ball. We saw as there was one play where they were close to their end zone, and Jaden runs out, and there's an opportunity for him to throw it to Austin Eckler, and he chooses not to. And I think the reason why is because if he threw it to Austin Eckler, that motion would have hurt his ribs even more. So, second game, he doesn't look good in this game. Terry McLaurin, 1 catch. Like, what was going on today? Like, the game just seemed off and slow and didn't seem like it had any excitement in it. And it was just one of those games that it's like, what is happening? Like I said, Phildelhpia Eagles, they weren't doing anything special. They weren't doing nothing special. They weren't doing anything that was exciting or big play or anything. It was just, they just ran the ball. They just ran the ball. And this is where you start to feel like, well, what is really happening with this team? Now, it could be a thing where they're just exhausted. And if that's the case, then they might have to do something about getting rid of these Thursday night games and move them to another night. Because I do feel that playing on Sunday, especially playing a football game on Sunday and then having to turn right around and play on a Thursday, that could be way more exhausting you could ever imagine. Because you got to think about it. If a team plays on Sunday and then all of a sudden they got to get ready for Thursday, and then the next time their games are played are Sunday, that means they're shorted days. So, man, I mean, it's almost like they didn't even try to win this game. Like, don't get me wrong, there was a point in the game where they were up 10-6. And they went, we talk about going for it on 4th down. But there's some times where it's like, just take the points. Just take the points. You clearly see that this is a game where, the game is close. The game is close. It's only 10-6. Take the points. Go ahead and take the points. It's okay to take the points. And they went for it on 4th and 2. And it got stopped. And the offense is now seeming very out of sync. It doesn't seem like it's in sync. Again, it could be exhaustion. The guys are just exhausted and they just want a break. They got a 10-day break that's coming up, but I'm assuming that's what it is. To really not put up A lot of fun. And you know what's crazy is that there was so many people talking about how great this offense has been and how much it's been better than what everybody assumes. But we're still having problems with stopping the run. Like, this game showed more than ever that all you got to do is just run the ball. Just run the ball. Don't get me wrong. Saquon Barkley is one of the best in the league when it comes to this. I told somebody the other day, I said that to me, the greatest running back I've ever seen, the greatest running back that I've ever seen when it comes to a guy who's a factor, a X factor that cannot be stopped, is Marshall Faulk. I felt Marshall Faulk is the greatest running back I've ever seen. Saquon Barkley is right behind that. I mean, when you talk about Saquon Barkley and what he does and his element and how he can come out with a burst and he can be a receiver and all that type of stuff, he can beat you in the run game. He can beat you as a receiver in the game. So, yeah, Saquon Barkley did a number on us. I mean, he's talking about what was it, 140-something yards, maybe 150-something yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it was not a good night for Washington. Like I said, Jaden Daniels didn't look like himself, but we now found out that he is, in fact, still dealing with the injury, and the injury is, in fact, affecting him. He says that it's not, but there were plays that you saw that it was affecting him. We're starting to see him short hop balls. We didn't see that at first before the injury. We never saw Jaden Daniels short a pass. He's been shorting passes. He shorted a pass to Noah Brown, and he shorted a pass to OZ, and I think he also shorted a pass to Zach Ertz. So that tells you that those ribs are in fact bothering him. So that was a huge and crushing blow when it comes to that. I mean, you don't know where to go at, because it's like they failed at so many things. But again, it could just be exhaustion. And it's just so sad to see that. I mean, another thing is, and I've been preaching this for the longest, I think it's something that needs to be done, but they need to do the 4th and 15 front. They need to take it from the UFL or the XFL, whichever one they want to consider is the creator of it. Take that 4th and 15 and please put it in the NFL. The onside kick is the worst, is the most worthless play in the entire game. Like, it's such a waste that it's not even a need to have it in the game, because of the fact that when you really analyze it and think about it, it's not even successful. I think they set up there and gave a stat where it's 2 for 30. 2 for 30. Something with that level of inefficiency, yeah, you need to now do something else, because it just doesn't work. And to me, 4th and 15, that's a better opportunity to go after something and something to be converted than to sit up there and do an onside kick. It's trash. It is trash. Throw the onside kick rule in the trash and bring in the 4th and 15 rule. I mean, I just think that that's a far better opportunity than an onside kick. I mean, I just and I understand this, y'all. I was trying my best to stay awake. The game was so slow. It was so boring. And I mean, and again, we got the receivers with the drops again. For some reason, again, Terry McLaurin was not targeted the way he should have been targeted. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. They got a 10-day break. They're going to need this 10-day break to get everybody back healthy, see how everybody feels after this 10-day break. Because currently right now, they don't look sharp. The offense looked very safe, if I could say that. I mean, they were running like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if Philadelphia confused Washington into thinking that it was okay to run the ball the whole game, because that's what they started doing. But yeah, they really didn't. They really didn't sit up there and make a serious effort to actually win this game. I mean, at the beginning it was like 10-6. They looked like they were trying, but it just looks like the steam in this offense is gone. And like I said again, I hope it's just exhaustion. But yeah, the steam in the offense seems like it was out of place, out of sync, and it wasn't working anymore. So we'll definitely see what happens in the next game that we got coming up. So, man, this was one of these games that it was like, what else what couldn't they have done to win this game? I mean, you're talking about the defense could have stopped the run, like truly stopped the running game. They should have applied what they did with the Pittsburgh Steelers and applied it with the Philadelphia Eagles, because again, I don't understand why they just went on and let this running game basically torture us. I mean, that's exactly what happened. We were tortured by the running game. So, yeah, man, that was a rough game to watch. I'm going to be an advocate to say no more Thursday night games. I mean, they're slow. They don't seem like a lot. Even the teams didn't really seem interested in really participating in this game. I mean, the Washington seemed very flat at the beginning and the end of the game. So, I don't know. I do not know. And, man, yeah. I mean, but at least we're 7-4. And we still got games. Like I said, we only need 3 to 4 games, and we're good. But oh man, that was a tough pill to swallow. But at the same time, I guess I'll get some really good sleep today because of the fact that I was pretty much bored out of my mind. So yeah. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. But I will say this about the Philadelphia Eagles. Kellen Moore is a trash play caller. Like, I mean, there was so many times where if I was calling the plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, I would have thrown it to AJ Brown the entire game. Like, I would have made sure that AJ Brown got the ball constantly, because again, Kellen Moore, it's either situational awareness or it's play design. But that offense does not look good at all in Philadelphia. And understand, they're going to get beat messing with other teams and stuff like that, because Philadelphia, like, Kellen Moore calls awful plays. He calls some really awful plays. And the fact that he doesn't get his receiving core involved like he should is absolutely crazy. Like I said, Kellen Moore is a trash play caller. And I don't know, Philly fans may not agree with me, but Kellen Moore is a trash play caller. He truly is a trash play caller. So, like I said, Washington goes down 26-18 to the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. Their next game against us will be here. So, man, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, we do bounce back big time in the next game, but we'll definitely see. Y'all tell me what y'all think. How do y'all feel about this game? Did this game make you feel encouraged, or was it just one of those things where it was boring? Did the game put you to sleep? You tell me what y'all think. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.